It's Miller with Z104.3 and iHeartRadio here with the one and only Dean Lewis. How are you, buddy?
Hey, I'm great. Yeah, really good to be here.
Welcome to Baltimore. The question I always ask first is, have you ever been to Baltimore?
Yeah, I was here actually for a Brett Dennen tour. Like I did this I opened for him like 2 years ago, I think, or a year and a half ago, and we did like the Soundstage, I think it was called.
Yep.
And which is actually pretty close to here.
Yeah.
And it was a great show. I remember it, and everything's great here. The people are really nice. The seafood, which I haven't had, but I keep hearing I got to eat the seafood because I've only been here for like 20 hours.
What time to ticket? Let's
I
go.
know. You're
Come
supposed
on.
to have it like for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, right? Yeah.
So do you, like, whenever you go to like a city like that, do you ever go like, all right, what's the one thing you're supposed to eat or try and do?
100%.
Do you?
100%. Like I forget where, like everything's a bit of a blur right now, but like there was a place where like cheese curds were the thing. We made sure we got that. But like if we're going to Omaha, so we're gonna get steaks and stuff like that. Like we were in Omaha a while ago and we got steaks, and so we try to ask like what's the thing of the like coffee or whatever, and we try to do a little bit of that.
Is there something that you won't like eat or won't try?
No, I love it, man. I love all your American diners. Like I love those like this because they're nowhere else in the world. Like they don't exist in Australia. Like. And it's like you're away from your family, and they give you like a coffee, and they say, "Darling, how you doing, darling?" And I'm like, sounds like I'm home with mum's making me coffee or something. You know, it's the best ever.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What's the one food that is back home that is not really here that you're missing?
Yeah, I mean, we got a thing called Milo, which is kind of cool. But I think you guys have different versions of that. Like it's like a drink, but also like we have really nice meat pies. And also our coffee in Australia, like our coffee, like I know it's like food, but we're kind of known for having really good like coffee. It's like pretty next level. Whereas over here, it's a bit more like Starbucks and stuff like that. I know I sound really elitist right now. I don't mean to, because I have no class.
Right.
But like the one thing that I'm like really into, like all in the band, is the coffee. So we're always like trying to find. And it's hard to find. Like I'm sure you guys know, but like it's like the little
there's certain things, right? Like we'll have to figure out what kind of coffee you're talking about because I want to try this.
Oh man,
coffee is my life.
Oh, you'd love have you been to Australia?
No.
Oh, you'd love it.
After this, we're going.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah.
I want a tour.
Yeah.
So you have been constantly just kind of on the road and going nonstop. I'm sure it's still surreal. I'm sure it's still like mind blowing. The response that people get with like your single and just. The chapter one of this tour, you know what I mean? Like, what's been the highlight moment so far?
Oh, I mean, like to put this into perspective, like before Be Alright, I came over and did a show in Portland and played to 9 people.
Yeah.
And you know, and then and now going to doing like, you know, we sold out 2 El Rey theaters in LA, and like, you know, so it's I think that last tour that we did, which was actually before the album, just around Be Alright, was like. It was just amazing, just to be able to play. I remember thinking, how do you sell out venues in America? Because this never happens from Australia. So I think it was that, and also like Be Alright going platinum. I was in New York at the time, and we were like on the Today Show, and they gave me the plaque, and it was like just like one of the things you never like in Australia. It's not even a possibility. Like you think there's like one artist every couple of years who has a chance, and I was like. How did we slip into this? Like me and my band and stuff. It's been so cool.
Now, do you have a home yet here?
No. I don't really live anywhere. I had to move out because we were like traveling for like a year until like March, I think next year. So like I kind of when I go home I have to Airbnb, which is really weird to not have. I'm sort of homeless, but I live in hotels. Right. You know what I mean? So it's really strange.
And what was the one thing you had to pack to bring over here that you had to have with you?
Oh, I mean, I brought my brother with me. My brother's always he films and stuff, so I didn't pack him.
I don't know if it was going to be like I brought my blankie or my teddy bear that I still have.
Like, sadly, I have like nothing like that. I like watching. I have a notebook actually that I bring around that has like I write all my stuff in like what's going on in my life. I keep track of things, and that's kind of like a bit of normality from home.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
So when it comes to like taking the notes and doing like the notebook, you know, when you are on the road and you see different cities and towns and meet different people, is that what inspires you for when it comes to writing and everything else?
Yeah, I mean, there's a certain energy when you're on the road and things are happening, but I find it quite hard sometimes to write songs on the road. And you hear that, it sounds really cliche, but it's because you've always got something to do.
Right.
And songs sort of come from like either being really bored or really inspired, and that's like time. Yeah. So that's the one thing I don't have a lot of, like there's not a lot of time.
Right.
Because there's so much happening, and there's so many other artists that would kill for this opportunity that you don't want to slow down.
Right.
Because you've got to like keep going. And so I've just been sort of more of writing like quick little ideas with the hope of coming back to them in the future and kind of like finishing.
I literally, we were just talking about how we had like a show last night, and you're in a hotel all the time. I had a hotel last night, this morning, and I ordered room service. I got breakfast, and it made me think about like, is there something whenever you're staying at a hotel, because you practically live in one.
Yeah.
Do you always order room service, or is there one thing that you like to order and check every time you go to a hotel?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a big like I love eggs Benedict. You
Okay.
ever had,
Yeah.
You know, like that big.
Yeah.
I get that. That's like my go-to breakfast. But no, not really. I mean, I usually when I'm in a hotel, I'll like Google like cafe see if there's any like diners.
Yep.
I mean, I said it before actually, and it's clicked in my head. Denny's. Like honestly, this is like so embarrassing because you guys always are like, "What's wrong with you? That's disgusting."
Denny's?
Honestly, because you can get eggs, bacon, and it's really simple. And they give you like the drip pour coffee, which is so bad that it's actually kind of good.
Yeah.
And so I love that. I love that vibe. That's what I look for. Sadly, it's the first thing I Google. How sad is that?
Here's what I want you to do. From now on, every city you go to, you're gonna text me. I'm like, here's where I am. Where do I go? And I'm like, not Denny's.
Yeah,
no offense to Denny's, but there's a lot more you should try.
I know. This is what everyone says. It's so embarrassing. I should just stop. I should just completely stop.
I love it. All right. So looking ahead, the next, let's say 6 months or so, like what's on the books? What do we got going on?
There's a song of mine that that's called Waves that I kind of back home in Australia, and it's like a really big. It's like as big as BRI, but it's weird because it hasn't gone anywhere outside of Australia. Whereas like I've had other songs that like have done like okay, and this sounds. I'm not trying to sound like I'm the man because Australia is very small.
Right.
But like the song is like so I've been playing that and people have been everywhere I go, whatever show I go to, people it's like we kind of still close the show with it. So I think. I'm starting to get a bit of excited about that song and kind of see what that does over here just because of how big it was back home.
Yeah.
But it's basically just that and traveling around the world, writing more songs and playing shows and meeting people and it's like, man, living the dream to be honest. It's like, I feel, very, very lucky to be doing this with like my team and crew and my brother and stuff.
That's awesome, man. We'll keep doing. You're doing amazing things so far. Last question before we get you on stage. What are you binge watching on Hulu, Netflix, whatever?
Yeah,
it better not be like a Denny's documentary.
No. It's the making of Denny's. No, I'm watching. I actually started today on the plane. Stranger Things 3, season 3.
Okay.
And I just saw episode 1, and after this, I'm gonna go home and just watch the whole thing. Like, there's no. It's the first episode was amazing. Loved it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
One other show to recommend. What would it be?
There's there was a show called Inside Criminal Minds or something like that I watched that was like based on serial killers. If you're into that stuff, like that was really cool. Like, but I think it's called Criminal Minds.
Yeah, that stuff is good, but like it makes you then start to feel like you were already there at the scene. Like,
it's brutal.
like sometimes it's so good, you're just like, I feel dirty watching this.
Oh,
like,
100%.
I need to go watch like the Disney Channel or something.
Yeah.
I need to wash my brain out.
Yeah, they call it like eye bleach when you go on like you look at just like puppies.
Yes,
It's like that after when you go to bed because it's so messed up, man. Like some of human nature. It's like the Ted Bundy movie. Like I watched that. It's like it's
awful.
But I can't stop watching.
Right,
it's so messed up. So I love it.
And then Zac Efron, he did an incredible job. After from this point on, I'm gonna look at him and go, yeah, but you were Ted Bundy. Like, you were really him in that.
But you know what? Like Ted Bundy even had like a lot of fans. Like he had at least. It was really weird. So maybe it'll improve his stature or something. I don't know.
This interview's
crazy.
Really
I know, it's going really
now.
weird. Yeah. What the
We're
talking
gonna
about?
wrap this one up.
Yeah.
All right, Dean, thank you so much, man. We appreciate it. Obviously, check out more Dean Lewis music online. All of the platforms, he's all available there. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks for everything, man. Cheers. Thank you.
Back with more coming up on Z104.3.